Newcastle College has trialled Qualifications and Credit Framework QCF units as preparation for college-wide implementation, with a particular focus on providing opportunities for the unemployed.
The 6-month unemployed offer is basically for people that have been unemployed for 6 months and in receipt of job seekers allowance.
Information, advice and guidance is a significant component in all QCF programmes.
Those people will come in for a careers advice interview and will be then referred into a programme by one of 3 routes. The first one is directly to a vocational school where they can pick up on a vocational programme and go straight into a vocational qualification. The other 2 routes are for those learners that perhaps have been out of education and training for a long time, and we have one route which is directly into construction, and that's for people that clearly know that construction is what they want to do.
The qualifications being set up through the QCF, it's a 10-hour health and safety course. It's at level 1. It will bode them well in the future because no matter what industry they want to go into, they'll have to do some sort of health and safety.
The generic health and safety course is used in 2 ways: to accredit an essential component in many vocational courses and as a way in to further study in construction.
We've got about a 60% progression onto other courses throughout construction. They can progress straight onto a course right from finishing their course one week onto one of ours the next, what they call an award.
QCF flexibility allows accreditation to be matched quickly to the changing needs of employers. In construction, this might mean turning out multi-skilled learners.
The beauty of it is you can learn more than one skill at one time, so you can become multi-skilled. You may want to do 2 units in plumbing, you may want to do 2 units in plastering. Employers like that idea because they can multi-skill our workforce.
The third route that we have is what we call the Workwise programme, and that's for people who have got only a vague idea of what they want to do.
This is the Access to Work Centre. It's located on George Street, which is just on the periphery of the campus. And we chose this spot deliberately because it is actually slightly easier for learners who are returning to education. It's not quite so daunting. A lot of them have relatively low self-esteem, and obviously the knock-on effect is low motivation. The Workwise programme is 10 hours and it is run over 2 days. We have new learners every week, and the focus of it is very much about getting people to think about education as a way back into employment.
We provide 1 or 2 student advisors per Workwise session to come down at the start of the 2 days and at the end of the 2 days to do a referral advice appointment and an exit advice appointment.
QCF provides a flexible approach that allows learners to build qualifications from vocational and more generic unit options. This flexibility allows for a speedy response to the needs of the local labour market and therefore really helps people remain in work.
Quite a few learners have come from a construction background, so quite a few of them want to progress through the construction school. Others aren't quite so sure about what it is they want to do, and at the moment we're building up a module around business and customer care and admin, which really will reflect the demand that the job centres have identified in terms of skills.
The flexibility of QCF accreditation, allowing learners to bank achievements as they go, fits perfectly with the interruptions to learning that some students experience.
People want hands-on, practical, vocational qualifications. They also want them to start as soon as they possibly can. They also want to be able to know that, if they have to leave for some reason, they can go away with some sort of qualification and then take it up another time.
It gives a positive taste of education to people who have been out of work and out of education for some time, and it means that we're responding to not just to a group but to an individual, which I think is important, and I think it's a very valuable service that we're offering.
It's been announced that funding is going to be extended for a further 12 months So we should be able to fund the 6-month Unemployed project until March 2011. That is great news for us because it means that we can continue to trial QCF units, and as more and more come on board, that's going to give us a great opportunity to hone in on what learners and employers need and offer those units.